Hi, I'm Renu Buller, partner at Frost and Sullivan in Asia. I was working with a global multinational company around 15 plus or so years ago, and I had the opportunity to join Frost and Sullivan. Coming from an established company, large, big MNC, and then to one which at that time had very little presence in the region, some would consider a risk. But I was excited. I thought, here's an opportunity to be part of something totally new, and I'd give it a go. What attracted me at that time was the business, that business research component. It was a new industry. You studied different markets, you studied different industries, talked to different people. And at that time, I was doing it focused on Asia because that was what our clients in US and Europe needed. And doing research, writing up analyses, forming your opinions, and then after that, seeing it being published and used by companies as well to make decisions. That was something really exciting. Our board also had the foresight to kind of recognize and look at the potential that Asia as a region provided at that time. And if I look back, I would say we opened an office in almost every different country a year. So when I started, we had offices in India, in China, in Singapore, and throughout the years, we started opening, Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, Korea, Japan, just to name a few. So I think it was that foresight as well, which is a great culture of the company that makes every day a learning experience, looking at megatrends, looking at their impact on the future and on technology, disruptive innovations. It makes a day at work really exciting. So one day you could be working with a construction company that's building, let's say, a hospital, and the next day you could be working with IT or technology that's enabling monitoring and someone to actually be treated from home. So multiple other ways that we support the development of innovation. I think it'll be difficult to find a company that has that depth and breadth of what we do, so broadens horizons and perspectives. I would say we're always being challenged to think about the next big thing. How can we impact or influence that? Frost and Sullivan provides that environment. It recognizes your abilities, passion, ideas, gives you room to build and go for what you want. I've had the opportunity to do that across 4 different offices, starting from Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia to Sydney in Australia, Singapore, and now in Iskandar, Malaysia, which is our largest office in Southeast Asia. So being part of that growth in the company from just a handful of offices in Asia to the 14 that we have today is something I take a lot of pride in. It's a really difficult decision in life sometimes to decide which path to go to at which point in life. How do you balance, work with personal responsibilities? And, I think the company does give us a lot of support in making those decisions. I would say don't be afraid to pioneer or try new things. Look for ways to build your own thought leadership, ways in which you can have an impact on society, on the business. Get your hands dirty. Being hands-on really shows in terms of the outcomes that you're able to achieve. So I'd say if you have an innovative mindset, you look for solutions beyond the obvious, you seek continuous learning, and I guess constantly want to be challenged to think beyond the obvious. I would say this is a great place to do it.